Hey yo, what you know? Jason Canarum here. Appreciate you stopping by. But I'm going to give you guys a garden tour, but unfortunately, it's just because it's been ravaged. So stay tuned. All right, here we are. The 2025 garden tour. My garden ain't much, but it's what I got. We're going to start off here with the strawberry patch. Well, a few days ago, I noticed my strawberries have been disappearing. And I was wondering why until I seen a raccoon. And I'm pretty sure the raccoon did it. At first I thought it was a turtle. I seen this one. It was in the road though.
And we can't forget this one.
Alright. And then we'll come over here to Strawberry Hill. I've got a black snake that's been hanging out here on Strawberry Hill. Let's see if we can find him. He lives in right back into here, I believe. But I've got a few strawberries. The deer came and ate quite a few of them. But we'll have that as well. And then the day that he ate them strawberries, I used to have a whole row of watermelons here. He ate them all off, but 3 of them decided to come back. I put these cages around them, trying to save them. Hopefully it'll work. And I'm not seeing Mr. Snake today. So here's the part of the garden. Alright, here is the part of the garden that got ravaged. My very first hugelkultur bed. This coon just came through and tore it all up. There was grass all over this morning. I had to unbury a few of these watermelon plants. Oh. So I believe that's going to be a giant sunflower. These are going to be purple pumpkins or some kind of a purple squash. I got a little bitty watermelon over there that got buried by the raccoon. As you could tell, he dug all kinds of things up here. I had to unbury this watermelon. He didn't touch that. He did not touch that pepper or watermelon. There was some debris all pushed up against that one. That watermelon was fine. That one was fine. You could see how close he was digging to that pepper. Hopefully he didn't damage the roots. That is a cantaloupe. We have another sunflower and a loofah. Kind of had it mistaken with a zucchini, but we will deal with that. And then we have my row of tomatoes with one sunflower. All these tomatoes are from the cloning episode. I will throw a link up in the corner. I've got 2 volunteer tomatoes here. Not for sure what they are, but we'll find out. And out of all my clones, we had that one die off. This little stick right here, I don't know what happened to it. I think it got broke off from the way it looks. We got some flowers on this here tomato. All right, over here on this row, these are supposed to be climbing beans. I've got some strings set up here for them to climb. It looks like I'm missing a bean, don't it? And then I got one empty spot down here for whatever I want. The next row over here, once again an empty spot. Then there is 6 loofahs. This mound right here, as you can tell, it's got a big chunk of wood sticking out of it. That is my hugelkultur mound that I started this year. I planted this here giant sunflower. This is supposed to be a straight 8 cucumber. And this was a giant sunflower that a deer ate the head off of. I have found a volunteer tomato, a bunch of weeds. I've got 4 cantaloupe here. 1, 2, 3, Okay, there was 4. 1, 2, 3. And a missing spot. What's going on here? Oh well, I guess it's another loss. There is a volunteer tomato. In this cage here is another volunteer tomato. And I believe I found 3 other ones here. 1, 2, and 3. Once again, we have a giant sunflower. Last mound here. This has got a little bit of everything in it. Well, we're going to start off with sunflower. These 2 tomato plants here. So this is one plant. It grew up here. I laid it over and it grew up again. So that is actually one plant that is rooted, and it's going to produce 2 basically. We have a bunch of potatoes and just a little bit of lettuce. And on the very end of this, this is the west end. We have another giant sunflower, a straight 8 cucumber, and 3 pieces of corn. All right, so this concludes my June 2025 garden tour. I've lost a few things, but I didn't plant much. So with that being said, remember, smile while you still have teeth. See you next time.